Okay, I'm Joey,
I'm
and
Lori.
we are Christ-centered marriage and family. We're going to do a little recap and preview video. We've been doing a series on unequally yoked in marriage. Our first video was that unequally yoked. We did just what does unequally yoked mean? I think it was on 2 Corinthians chapter 6, where Paul speaks, don't be unequally yoked. But it wasn't specifically about marriage. It was about just relationship in general. We as Christians shouldn't have uh what do you say? Not associations, but um with unbelievers.
Close relationships,
We
maybe.
should have a relationship with believers. I mean unbelievers. But we shouldn't um be practicing their unbelief with them. If you have an unbeliever that is a non-Christian, and they have a religion. I use the example of a Buddhist. I don't need to be going to the Buddhist temple with him, and she don't need to be going to the clubs with the teacher friends, or I don't need to be going to drunken parties with my buddies at work. But I can still be friends with them. We talked about that relationship,
Hmm.
how we navigate that. And then last week we talked about what does um, Christian dating look like, and we asked the question: should a Christian date a non-question? What was our answers? No. We said no. No, I don't recommend it. If you do, hey, that's a risk you take. There's no guarantee that you're going to win that person over, but you might. So I recommend that you don't date a a person that's not a Christian, and I would also recommend date somebody that believes more like you do. And look, we're Baptists, more the Southern Baptist Convention type, even though I don't agree with everything that's going on with Southern Baptist beliefs. But that's where we've been. That's where I grew. She grew up Catholic, but what for the past 25 years or so? For the past 25 years or so, she's been of the same Baptist mind frame as I have. I grew up as a little baby in the nursery of the Southern Baptist Convention Church. So, and then I'm necessarily saying that you have to marry someone at Southern Baptist, but if you're of a certain Christian belief, I don't recommend you dating somebody with some other Christian belief that's kind of a little bit different, because one of you are gonna have to change, and one of you have to make compromises. And as she's gonna talk about in our next episode, sometimes those compromises are not made between a husband and wife, and a husband and wife with different faiths, even different Christian faiths, they don't have what do you call it, a good bond in marriage.
Hmm.
Their spiritual faiths don't match up, and that causes problems. So, in today's episode that we're going tomorrow, tomorrow's episode we're going to air at 2 p.m. Sunday.
Central Time.
Sunday, yes. September the
10th.
October the 10th. 8, 10,
August the 10th.
25. Yeah, August, sorry.
August the 10th. We
Listen
were
to her.
talking about a wedding and it's happening in
Yeah.
October, so you got October in my
August the
brain.
10th, tomorrow, Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have the episode. What if you are married and you're unequally yoked? You're a Christian, you're married to a non-Christian. How do you handle that? What do you do? What's the point where you say, "Hey, maybe this ain't working," or "How do I make it work?" or How long do I make it work?" We're going to talk about tomorrow, Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, August the 10th. So be there. All right. So God bless you, and I hope to see you there. Thank you.